What's going on, people? My name's Paypercutts. Welcome to my second devlog video about the game I'm building.
I'm gonna have me some fun.
If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel I'm trying to grow about a yet-to-be-titled game where you play as an Australian magpie throughout Melbourne, swooping sus so-and-sos on missions, basically going after people that deserve to be swooped and whatnot. So if you'd like to know more info about that, please check out my first video. So anyways, this episode's about why I chose pixel art to be the visuals for my game. So I had ideas for this game for a while, but wasn't really going anywhere with it. So I thought I'd give pixel art a go at first. It looked easy enough to get into. You know, I love it for nostalgic reasons. Everyone's kind of grown up on 90s games and, you know, they're familiar with the medium. So being that I work like full time and that, I don't really have time to get into, you know, 3D animations and all that kind of shit. So I thought I'd give, you know, this graphic style a go and see what happens with it. Looks easy enough, right? Also, if you're going to be looking at a bloody screen all day, you know, making this thing, you got to at least enjoy what you look at, right? Shit. Sorry about that. So yeah, come and check out a few of the first pictures I drew. I'm not really ashamed to show you all this kind of stuff because everyone's got to start somewhere, right? So yeah, this is the first character I ever drew. Basically, it's one of the enemies you got to be facing in the game. Premise really is probably just, you know, he's a cop that's writing a single mum a ticket that might have been caught texting on a phone at a traffic light or something like that, or, you know, maybe she's parked in the wrong spot, so your job is to swoop them away. Yeah, once I did this, I thought I was, you know, not too displeased with it, and I thought, I know, throw it in the game and, you know, progress from there.
It's hair, whack. It's gear, whack.
This guy's a little bit shit, but you know, my first attempt at a magpie, I mean, obviously he's going to be the star of the game, so I've got to start somewhere, right?
His foot stands, whack.
Next pick was this guy. Yeah, shit again, but you know, I might keep it in for a bit later, add to it, make it a bit more detailed, might, you know, come in handy for a cutscene type thing, a little bit of a menacing shot right there.
The way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack.
And this guy here, this was going to be the,
whack.
You know, the main character flying in action. It's going to animate it, flapping its wings and whatnot, but obviously if you've seen the last episode, you've seen that I've come a long way from there.
Whack! Me, I'm tight as fuck!
So with some rough characters done, I thought this will need an environment to put them in, right? I'm going to make this bloody game. So I thought of the best idea for a demo level, something to start with. So I settled with this street scene. Googled around for something very Melbourne-y, like, you know, the most Melbourne-y looking street that you've ever seen, and settled on this one. It's basically just a real estate agent's photo of some building up for rent. I thought that'll be perfect. 30-ish hours later, learning as I went, you know, sink or swim style, throw yourself in the deep end, and bada bing, here you go. My first background to go with my first players and enemies. 30 hours, like I said. I don't know, does it normally take this long to do something like this?
Holy fuck. Jeez, I'm gonna be an old fucking man.
So yeah, I hope you like that. It's, you know, just my first few months doing this. I don't know if all art is that easy to get into, but you know, everything kind of just clicked into place. It felt natural. Always drew as a kid, you know, everyone does on their school books growing up, and later on got into doing some rap tags all over. I guess the basic fundamentals were there. Plus, as I mentioned, I love this shit. I'm an 80s, 90s nostalgia nerd, you know, grew up on lots of 80s and 90s video games, and still wishing I could go back and do it all again, you know. Classic man-child Peter Pan syndrome right here. Never grow up, kids. It's a trap. What? Oh, fuck. Better. So stay with me and check out what I've been working on over the last couple of weeks. So I use aseprite to do all my work. It's a program built especially for pixel art. I'd like to show you more, but you know, I've been working full time and had a lot on recently, so forgive me if these videos are few and far between. I'm aiming to upload probably every, you know, week or second week, and if shit gets a bit hectic, probably every third week. You know, got to keep this ball rolling, right? So my mate Odeon sent me this photo after being so stoked about my announcement of the game. He's a mad nature photographer. Check out his Insta, link is in the description below. So I figured, like I said, this is going to be like a cutscene. maybe, you know, like a death scene or, you know, a psych up, you know, revenge moment or something like that. I don't know, it just speaks all sorts of things to me. So I'll see what happens when I'm, you know, 100% finished with it. Ooh. Probably still needs a bit more work on it, but, you know, I'll get there eventually. Might add some animations, like some breeze effects, wind blowing branches, leaves moving slightly, but I'll save that for a bit later. Another future episode I might go into some details about how I do animations and whatnot. All my artist and graphic design mates out there, I highly recommend giving pixel art a go if you like the way it looks. You can use Photoshop too if you're more comfortable with that. There's heaps of tutorials out there on YouTube how to set up and get your canvas ready for pixel art. And also you can even start with Microsoft Paint. That's if you got a PC and not a Wackintosh. To be honest, it's actually what I first started on. Check out my first tree. Yeah, boy. How good's that? Microsoft Paint. And this is the tree here. Woo! So wrap it up. Ooh.
That's terrible. That's terrible, man. Your mother brought you up wrong, that's what it is. Your mother brought you up wrong, motherfucker.
So if you're still here, thanks for watching to the end. It helps the YouTube algorithm notice me, help me grow this channel. Feel free to drop a comment if you'd like to know a bit more, if you've got any suggestions for future videos, what you want to see more of. Please thumbs up the vid, subscribe, and ring.